Well, what are the results? Well, we went Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So on Friday, we knew the results. Yeah, even though the results said that testing response time is 72 hours to 96, we got it way before then. What about your family? So far, our family is COVID free because we're doing everything that we possibly can to minimize the company we have and making sure we sanitize or wash our hands or clean after ourselves with Lysol, Clorox, those type of products. Is keeping it safe. The products is 99.9%. And in our business, whether a customer know it or not, what we do. Prior to your arrival, the shop has already been sprayed down from front to back with Lysol spray on all type of counters, in the air and everything, doorknobs, you name it, inside and out. Okay, yes, I said out. I do spray the door with Lysol before you touch it. I can't. Okay, inside, after we spray it down, we make sure the floors are cleaned with Clorox or Metaside products that kills 99.9%. Now, this process we have always done. It's nothing new. We have always done it at our shop. Because we know that a lot of people may not know that they're sick. They may have colds, allergies, sinus, flu. You never know what they may have. So, the personal protective equipment that you normally see most artists with is nitrile gloves. The proper glove is nitrile. So all our artists use those at our location. Now, we have always had protective sleeves as well as masks, facial mask, and mouth. Prior to that, that was a choice, but they know that they felt like someone may have been sick, even though they may not said it on the application. They would use a mask. We know that all cough, sneezing is not related to COVID-19, but we still have to be safe because we're not scientists and we're not doctors. At Flying Tattoo Parlor, even in the bathrooms, everything was sprayed with Lysol, the mold, Clorox. This is our regular regimen, so it's nothing new. We do not leave the shop until we know we have cleansed and did everything we supposed to do. Now, though COVID-19, the health department states that you can't hold products in your hand, so we have to handle them. Okay, even though I got plexiglass spin around jewelry box, I have to, even if you touched it, the box, the spin around the jewelry box, I have to clean that after each client, and that's what I do on a constant basis. Plus the cabinets, in the laptop, iPads, anything, ink pens, markers, those are cleansed with Lysol, Clorox, wipe down. That's a no-brainer. Okay, in the results, my results came back real immediately. First, my son's came first. He said, "Mom, yours should have came in the mail, came by text or either in your email." I said, "No, I hadn't got it. But he just kept on pressing. Then I looked up in my text messages because I had my brothers come to my phone. His came back as well. And then it took a while for mine. I thought, well, mine may take the whole 3 to 4 business days to do. Now, even though me and my son did ours first, and I took my brother like 3 hours later, my brothers came back before mine. My sons came back before mine. I wasn't worried about it. I got too much else going on to be worried about COVID-19. I just believe that this is the answer I got. Now, even though whatever answer I got, we're going to do it on a regular basis because sometimes we do come in contact with people. We can't control going to the grocery store, even though we minimize it and try to shop online. I shop online 95% of the time. But that 5%, I do sometimes have to, I want to go out and get some things that I cannot access online immediately. If I run out of tissue, sometimes I can't wait, or the time frame has expired from all the companies and I have to go out. Or if I have to get gas at the gas station, I understand that somebody can park too close to me or next to me or walk past me. I cannot afford to take the risk. So even though we have our mask on a consistent basis when we get out the car, we don't put them on walking to the door. We don't walk them with our hand outside because we have common sense to know that it's airborne too. Some of you all don't get the clue. The purpose of those masks is you to put them on prior to you exiting your home, prior to you exiting your car. Not when you open the door and then put them on. Not when you walk up to the store door and pull on the handle and then decide to put it on. Those masks are used to put on prior to even coming in contact with any air. Though you can touch items, doorknobs, pull on doors, you can touch anything. A post, walking up the stairs, you can touch a person, and they may have COVID on their bodies, not necessarily meaning that they have it, but if they say it's airborne, it's airborne. If they say the virus can end up on objects, that can mean it can come on walls, floors, doorknobs, anything you touch, items. So that is why it's important to wipe everything down. It also tells you to, when you get in the house, it's best to take off your shoes at the door or outside the door and then walk in. Take off your clothes, drop them, or have already basket, drop it in, walk in and take a bath, cleanse all the earth, the world's dirt off of you. That's just another proactive way of preventing COVID-19. Now, it's not guaranteed because you always love it on your family that somebody you hadn't seen. You want to go to a birthday party, you want to go to a wedding. Just because you go to a wedding and you go to a birthday party or whatever place you decide to go, does not mean that you're supposed to stop wearing your mask. I don't care how long, and you just trusting that your family, that family member that you least expect may have COVID-19 or any type of illness that pass on. Flu, this is flu season, pneumonia is consistent, and you cannot rule out those illnesses. It's fall now. You're more likely to get flu, pneumonia, and then COVID-19. They really never have had a cure for a cold, flu, pneumonia. They only know how to treat it to minimize it, and hopefully your system, with all the treatments they do to remove all the fleeing, because that's basically what it is. When they're saying virus and fleeing, it's nothing but the congestion, the fleeing that is, whether it's yellow, green, clear, it's infected. Anything that fluid that comes out of your nasal, mouth, or bowels, eyes, is not good. It's supposed to be free from all that. Those with sinus and allergies suffer this all the time, so they're more likely to be targeted to think people would think that they have COVID-19, but they don't. They just seasonal allergy people. But they too need to be tested with COVID-19. Now, for the final results of me just being helpful to the best of my ability to pass it on, be mindful of people that are high risk with diabetes, sickle cell, heart disease, all kind of illness. Those that are on dialysis, their systems are more likely to pick up a bacteria. And it's harder for their system to fight because you being careless can cause another person's life because you don't think it can touch you. Any illness can touch you, can take you out. The diabetes or other illness you may have may not take you out. COVID might take you out. Another illness may take you out. But we'll never know. Only thing we can do is do our best and protect ourselves from COVID-19 by keeping ourselves as cleanliness as possible in our environment cleanliness. It ain't going to be 100%, but at least you do the job. Mop, sweep, mop, wipe down. And be mindful going into public. Because it is COVID city when you're going out in certain parts of Dallas that are very populated with business People walking down the streets, it is abundance in some areas that they're sitting down in the public with no mask, even though they want to eat and take a bite. They're at risk because you can't assume just because your test come back negative that you don't have COVID, because it can hit you at any time. But since I have the results to let you know that we are